Hello everybody and welcome back to Victoria 2, where we are currently wondering why these guys aren't moving. Probably because I just didn't get around to it last episode. But we're fighting France here, and France is also fighting us a little bit. But it's mostly us fighting France. I prefer it when it's mostly us fighting them and not so much them fighting us. That is the preferred situation. Now I do want to actually have both of these armies come over here, because I want to crush these forces. If we can do that, that will swing this war pretty heavily in our favor. There's some additional battles being won. Excellent. That's fine. This is still a little bit spooky up here. Oh, France wants peace. They're offering to let us acquire the two provinces. Actually, what province did I go for? I think I may have selected the wrong state. Regardless, we're going to get something. Actually, that should be like up here, shouldn't it? Somewhere. Somewhere-ish. I'm not exactly sure what state this is that we're going for. But maybe this? Nope. Nope, absolutely not. I don't know what this is. But the problem here is that we, of course, don't have the jingoism to demand anything else. So this is all we're going to get anyway. Let's end this. Okay. Excellent. We got something from the French. I'm not entirely sure what. But it also doesn't matter. Let's just move our troops out. No, not there. You can go there. There you go. Excellent. Let's move our troops out, and we will start thinking about the Poland War, because we're going to go on, what, a 5-year truce probably with the French is my guess. And this is almost, 1928. That's going to be the last war, I think. Maybe not. We might be able to get 2 more wars out of the French. It's going to be close, though. Okay, we still need to move these guys. Come on, lads, let's get out of here. Excellent. Hi, daily worker. Okay, so let's see here. These guys are a unit of armor. Where do they need to go? They can go straight up over here. These guys are a unit of infantry. Where do they go? They don't need to go there, that's for sure. Those are all fine. These guys should be fine. Where are we lacking a unit of infantry? I have no idea where we're lacking a unit of infantry. Okay. Let's just raise up another army around these guys. Let's take them down to Italy over here, where it's probably going to be slightly easier to raise up an army without losing things. So let's just go ahead and build in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units of armor, and that was a hussar. No, thank you. 1, 2, that should not be that hard. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 units of infantry. Okay, that should do the trick, in theory. Okay. So these guys up here, they're 1007, that's fine. 1007, that's fine. 1006. So we need a unit of armor over here if we can get one. And yes, we can. Excellent. These guys are actually fine. These guys are fine. These guys are fine. These guys are fine. These are quasi-fine. We'll call them fine for now, I guess. And yeah, that all seems okay. Excellent. Let's check in on our worker situation. That is, of course, pretty important. Are we still crushing rebels? Hang on a moment. No, apparently not. Okay, I don't know how that happened. But we killed a rebel force somewhere. I'm not sure where. Let's go ahead and put in an airplane factory, as well as a tank factory, and an automobile factory, and a radio factory, and a telephone factory, and an electric gear factory, as well as a fuel refinery, And I also want a machine parts factory, and let's put in a second fuel refinery. I feel like we're going to need some of those. And let's just make sure... We'll just get a screen of expansion here. This is massive overkill on the expansion. This is way more expansion than we need, but that is okay. It's not like we're short on cash. Let's go ahead and unpause the game while working on this. Because after all, we're mostly waiting on things right now. We're going to need to fight the Polish again. And actually, let's check in over here. Let's see, we'll group those together. 925. We need a unit of infantry up there. This is a unit of infantry. What do these guys need? They need 2 units of armor and a unit of infantry. Okay, we'll put in a unit of armor there. Apparently there was one already. 2 units of armor already queued up. Okay. Do we have any infantry in progress over here? I don't believe so. How much do we need? We need just 1. Okay. Excellent. That'll all be fine. This is a unit of infantry. We can actually cancel this one. We do not need it. Excellent. And those all look okay. Sounds good. The African 1st Division A here, it does need a unit of infantry. We will go ahead and queue one up. The 70th over here. Now, we already got a fair number of troops set up for that. Okay. The 64th. Okay, that just needed to be grouped up. That makes more sense. The 78th is over here and needs a unit of infantry. We'll put a unit in. Excellent. The 97th just needs to be grouped. The 99th just needs to be grouped. The 100... Oh boy. Paradox? That's not how you English. It's irregular. It's an 11th, not a 111st. Okay. We're just going to move on from that. It's a special case. It's understood that that's going to be probably problematic. We already got this one. Let's see here. Anything else? The 126th. Actually, yeah, it needs a unit of armor and a unit of infantry. So we'll put in a unit of armor, and we'll grab a unit of infantry right next to it. Excellent. Anything else? The 26th needs a unit of infantry. That'll be fine. Okay, the 44th is currently in need of a unit of armor. Is it? No, it is not. It just needed to be grouped up. The 22nd is in the same boat. The 71st needs a unit of armor. Oh wow, there was not much available over here. That's fine. The 18th definitely needs to be grouped in here. There we go. In fact, this is a lot of armies. This is a whole lot of armies. Let's just unpause it for a little bit. We got a fair amount done there. Okay, we're getting some more oil. That's nice. We'll group all of those up. The 27th is, I believe, intended to come up over here. That's a unit of infantry. Yeah, that'll work. But I'm not sure that's where it was intended to go. Oh well. If I miscounted, we'll make more units. It's not like we're running low on those. And that's 1106. That's actually... that is correct. There we go. Okay. Let's head up to the top here. Check out the African first. Actually, let's just give this a little while. I mean, I feel like it's a lot smaller now. Let's get these little singletons figured out here. Okay. These should definitely get sorted in. 100%. That can get grouped up. So any of these where it's just a single brigade, we know that it just needs to group up with something. This one, of course, it needs to group up with the people who are still getting raised up. That's fine. Well, we're definitely doing better on our armies. That's good. Okay. So the 126th should be taken care of. Let's actually work from the bottom up right now. I really shouldn't have given up halfway through because that's going to make this very awkward. It looks like that's an army being raised up on its own. So that is fine, the 4th there. The 10th, of course, is in progress. That just needs a unit of armor and a unit of infantry, which I believe I did queue up, did I not? Perhaps I did not. Unit of armor, unit of infantry. If necessary, we can always expand further. Okay, this over here, of course, does have the unit queued up. So I think at this point we are good to go on the armies. We'll come back to those in just a little bit. How long? Yeah, the Polish menace is coming right for us. Oh, hello. The Ethiopian fascists have risen. Get out of here, fascists. Nobody likes you. You have some pretty big armies, fascists. Luckily, you don't appear to have supplied them well. We'll take it. Okay. So how long on that Polish menace, anyway? And actually, there's not that many fascists. There's just a few relatively large armies. And they're already taken care of. Excellent. So how long on that justification? That is 67% done. Okay. That's fine. Did you end up... No, you did not. Okay. Just had an even number. Got me slightly confused with the 48,000. We'll give it a month tick to allow them to regenerate. For sure, before we start thinking about doing any reinforcement. How's China doing anyway on their military? They're still a very long ways behind us. I think they might be quasi-capped out, which would be nice. Great War Experience will be done on 30 November 1923, and this war justification will be done in 75 days. Okay. Well, we'll get there soon enough. So the African First over here, yeah, we just need to continue to wait on these to be actually raised up. We're lacking small arms? Huh. I wouldn't have thought that. Okay, we can start spamming out a few small arms factories. That would be fine. Anywhere where we don't already have a small arms factory, we can put one in. I mean, that is going to be necessary later on, so it's not the worst idea. We'll just put in... Oh, there's already one here. We'll just expand the one that's already here. Here it is. Okay. Excellent. I wish we could do this, like, all at once. Expand all small arms factories with a single button press. That would be very, very nice. Unfortunately, that is not an option. But we'll just put in roughly 1 million small arms factories. And by roughly 1 million, I mean, like, that amount. That amount of small arms factories. Okay. Japan wants us to back them in a crisis. Over the liberation of Ainu. Wait. Who's claiming this? I'm gonna decline. Okay, we've discovered medium artillery. That's nice. The great powers don't seem to be interested. Yeah, nobody's interested. Okay. Mashapahet decided to handle it. Ainu exists now. Okay, we'll accept it. We'll start grouping these guys up a bit. That'll be fine. And we'll group these in here. We are starting to see these finish up. I do want to check over here. Okay, they're building armor right now. Sounds good. Okay, let's just come over here. 72? You should not be here. Let's position you up here. Thank you very much. Then we'll group all those together. Okay, where else do we have 3K stacks? Over here, that's fine. Where else? Over here, it's also fine. And over here, sounds good. We are lacking those small arms, but they are starting to be gathered. Good. Hello, communists. I like the cut of your jib, but not right now, thanks. The communists are currently being jerks. There are rather a lot of them. Let's have these guys go on to rebel suppression. Okay. I also want to check in over here. Yeah, I see what's going on. Okay. Let's head on over. Wonderful. We did just get Great War experience. That's very good for us. That does mean that our army tree is now completely maxed out, which means that the only tech remaining in the entire game, we are definitely not skipping a single tab here. The only tech remaining in the entire game is mutual funds. There are only 4 tabs of technology. I don't know what you're talking about. There are only 4 tabs. We kept mutual funds till last because we don't need the money. But now there are no other technology options to go for. None at all. It's incredible, in fact. I really thought that they'd put in a 5th... Like, with the expansion, it would be a great time to add in a 5th set of technologies. It's too easy to max out the technologies before the end of the game. Like, if you go in here, there's even a space for it. Like, look at this. There's a space for another whole set of technologies. Bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. This is why we need Victoria 3. I can't keep this up. We will get the naval technologies, but I don't care about them. Okay, so the idea here is that we are going to group these guys up, and I guess these guys can come down. And we're going to hop them onto the boats, and the boats are going to take them over here, and they are going to do some rebel suppression in this area that we can't get to without walking through France. Believe it or not, having boats is occasionally vaguely useful. Transports are fine. I don't have a problem with transports. It's naval combat. That's the problem. Let's get rid of all these. There we go. Excellent. Do we have any communists raising up on... We do. Several island locations. Okay. What about down in this region? Nope. Anything on Galapagos? Nope. Sounds good. I am also going to have these 2 go on to rebel suppression. Actually, these 3. And they can come down here and help with all this. There are a lot of communists. Turns out. You're already on rebel suppression, as are you. Okay, sounds good. It's almost like our propaganda is working or something, though, with all these communists. It's baffling. Okay. So we do, of course, want to pause the game quickly. We're crushing a lot of communist forces. We want to take these guys back up over here. These guys are just passing through, right? Actually, they're just kind of sitting there, but that's okay. I want to get them grouped up. Just checking in over here. Get these guys grouped up. You can actually go onto rebel suppression as well. That'll be fine. So can you. And you. We're not going to need to fight France for a while, after all, and they'll come back when they're done. So that'll be okay. We are going to continue taking out rather a lot of communists. We do need to hop those guys onto the boats, and we are going to come over here, pick up these additional units of armor, and get through all of these battles that are happening. We're going to hop these guys onto the boats. Yes, they are not currently... Oh, nope, get onto the boats. There you go. They're not currently full in terms of all of their troops, but we're going to head up here and start taking care of these guys. It doesn't really matter whether they're full or not. We will not have any problem with that. Excellent. Still lots of battles happening. This is, of course, to be expected. There we go. We've got this one taken care of. Let's hop onto a transport fleet. And we're going to go up here because we can just immediately land. We're going to have to do a naval invasion over here in Iceland, but that's okay. It's not going to be a problem. We're continuing to crush many communist rebels. There we go. And we're going to hop them back onto the fleet. And we're going to head over... Actually, I believe we need to come over to the coast of Iceland, because I think we have to go through the naval fort, or the dock, rather. I think we have to. Not 100% sure on that. Can we do it when we're just adjacent like this? Looks like maybe. You guys moving? I don't know if they're moving or not. No. Oh, we can't move now? Maybe they are moving. I mean, we're not particularly amphibious, I suppose. Okay, yeah, they were moving. I just couldn't see it. Because I'm blind, apparently. Fine. There's Iceland taken over. Did we check Greenland? No, we did not. Noted. We're going to have to deal with that as well. That's not a big deal. How long until our justification with Poland is up? It is up. Okay. How many of our Polish troops are currently dealing with rebels? A fair number of them is the answer. Okay. We're going to take these guys over here, though, and I'm going to put in 2 units of armor and a unit of infantry. Armor, infantry, and armor. Okay. I think we'll wait to fight Poland until the communists are dealt with. Which, that will be pretty soon. I mean, I imagine there's still a pretty good number of them, but yeah, this shouldn't really be an issue. This is a 15k stack. Oh, we must have taken substantial losses at some point. Okay, well, we'll work on that in the next episode, probably. It's not quite time for a cut, though, so we'll just let this continue playing out for a couple of minutes here. I think that'll be fine. Hey, we got a core. We'll take that. You can see here, there's still a fair number of occupations going on, but actually, that's fewer than I expected. We're definitely getting this under control. Let's group up these guys. Excellent. And then we can start putting this back together. Okay, additional communists. That's not an issue, though, honestly. They'll get taken care of. Okay, we do need to get these guys into Iceland before I forget. And if I put a cut in, I will definitely forget before next episode to go and hit up Greenland. So we're going to just head up over there right now before I forget. Excellent. This shouldn't be a problem. And indeed it is not. We're going to get another core. I like it. Are you guys not on rebel suppression? Oh, they are. Okay. It's just that the infrastructure here is a bit worse than I'm used to, I guess. Or I guess it's more that the distance is much further. Fair enough. Okay, so let's get these guys out of here once again before I forget them up in Greenland. And this is probably going to take a while because there's no railroad. They had to actually march it. Yeah. Okay, well, over we go. And we are going to just go ahead and land right on over here and pick up this extra unit of armor. We lost an admiral. That's okay. We didn't have anything for the admiral to do anyway, really. How are we doing on those rebels? Actually, we almost have them taken care of. Excellent. Well, we're going to be picking up the pieces next episode for sure. Also, we have this going on. We'll need to deal with that for sure. Let's get that at least queued up this episode. I'm going to send these guys in to grab this, and then we're going to send them down over to Sardinia and Corsica. That should be okay. Wonderful. So we'll grab that and load them back up onto the ships, and we will immediately head on over this direction. That should be fine. If this is like other Paradox games, there should be a crossing between Sardinia and Corsica, so we should be fine there. It is, however, time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to fight Poland and also kind of pick up the pieces from the rather large communist rebellion here. We only have the 2 areas at this point that are occupied, so that's good. This is getting occupied back. So yeah, this should be completely fine. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time when we fight Poland and have way more money than we can spend. And also start researching fake technologies, apparently. See you all then.